Rob Grimes with the IFBTA, and today I'm thrilled for two reasons to do this Meet Our Member series with Infor. But actually, it's not about Infor, who is one of our newest Allied Premier partners, but actually Jonathan Pryor, who I've known for quite a while and is actually, to many people, an industry icon out there because he knows everything within the industry. So it's always great to have a conversation. So, Jonathan, welcome to the IFBTA, and Infor, welcome to the IFBTA.
Thank you, Rob, and I appreciate your kind words, and it's good to be connected with you again.
But here's the thing. You know, we've been having this conversation for a while, and, you know, Infor is not a small company. It's really out there. But I'm not so sure that people are aware of where Infor fits within the hospitality industry. And I got a chance to spend some time with you and your team recently discovering that. But why don't you sort of give us the overview of Infor in the hospitality industry?
Thanks, Rob. I mean, I think Infor is one of the industry's best kept secrets for food and beverage and technology. We are one of the largest cloud companies in the world, and our hospitality and food service solutions are deployed in over 80 or so countries. We have a pretty significant food and beverage tech stack. And Rob, that tech stack includes back of the house systems and payroll systems, talent management systems, business intelligence systems, all the way down to the restaurants, including where I come from, point of sale hardware and software, kitchen management solutions, digital solutions that help our restaurateur and food service provider operate really in a more efficient manner.
Well, I think that you have touch points and technologies all the way throughout, you know, the food and beverage environment. But actually, you've said something really important that I think that people need to think about. It just occurred to me as well that, you know, you really have a lot of the back office infrastructure. And I do know some of the companies, you know, over time that came together with different applications. But it's funny because yesterday I was with some CIOs and we were talking about this. And I said, when you're thinking about systems in a restaurant, you don't really start at the front counter with the point of sale. You start at the back and you work your way front. And I think if you take a look at that from Infor's, you know, existence and its history, you actually start at the back, work your way front, and yes, you have a POS solution, but you have something that really feeds the data all the way up.
Right. And I mean, it starts with the back. Obviously, it starts with the HCM, the human capital management system, the employee, the payroll, the financials, getting the talent, bringing the talent into the restaurant, managing the labor, the workforce management, and then bringing it to the front, the actual restaurant with point of sale, the kitchen management solutions, and then sending that information all the way back to the back office systems for processing, reporting, analytics.
So why don't we just sort of take a look at some of the markets and some of the areas you cover. Now, first of all, you said that Infor is maybe one of the best kept secrets. I would actually debate that one with you, because if anyone took a look at your client list, they might not know you maybe so well for the front counter side of it and the point of sale, but you've got a great list of clients across the board in food and beverage. So maybe you can talk about the sectors that you work in within F&B.
Yeah, thanks, Rob. I mean, some of the sectors that we work with are hotel, resorts, casinos, which all have F&B, cruise ships, universities, healthcare, business and industry, government, stadium arenas, convention centers, of course, the food service management companies, and last but not least, restaurants. So we cover the broad spectrum of food and beverage technology in all those different spaces.
Well, I think that one thing that just, you know, came right out in the description of the different industry segments you're in is a lot of the ones you describe are very large enterprise groups. They may be a large enterprise in a single location, or they can be larger groups. Does that say that you don't work with smaller restaurant groups?
No, we do. I mean, we do work with smaller restaurant groups, but we do focus on larger and medium-sized enterprise customers. Although we literally have thousands of small, medium business restaurants, it's not our core focus. So we're really focused on, like I said, medium and large enterprise customers, hotel, resorts, restaurants.
But maybe we should look at this a different way, because not to say that you won't work with smaller units. However, in the environments that you're working in, many of them have multiple types of operations and brands within them, including smaller independents and local groups, for instance, in a college and a university. So
Correct.
the brands that you work with and the types of operations or the segments within food and beverage really go from QSR to casual to fast casual, all the way up and all the way down. Would that be a fair thing to say?
Absolutely. And one example that comes to mind is like a university might have 30, 40, 50 different revenue centers, including a Chick-fil-A, a Starbucks, and a Panda Express. And we cover all the technologies and the requirements that each one of those locations, and then we integrate with their food their food systems as well as their student management solutions which are like their meal card systems.
So in today's world, many people use the focus, and I talk about this quite a bit, of best of breed versus all in one. And it would seem that you actually have very distinct products that could be used separately in different areas and different connection points. But you also have, if somebody wants to work with Infor as an all-in-one provider, you really have solutions across the board.
We have solutions across the board. I mean, we go in, we listen, we consult with our customers. Sometimes a customer fit might just be one of the solutions, and sometimes we might have the whole ecosystem, whether it's the back office and the front office for that customer.
So if I want to ask you about your differentiation point or where you bring value to the customers, are there some customers you might want to, just talk about as to how you specifically add value because of your approach?
Sure. I was just out in Las Vegas a couple of weeks ago at our user group at the Fontainebleau Hotel, Resort, and Casino. And there, with the food and beverage technology, we actually manage the payroll systems. We manage the workforce of those food and beverage operators, the cashiers, the servers, the tip management. We do the hotel management system there. So that was the first casino that we opened in Las Vegas in a while, or the first casino that was open in Las Vegas in a while. Moving over to in the food service management sector, one of our great partners and customers is Sodexo. We have hundreds and hundreds of locations where we have a unique feature, a function solution called Item Harmony that is a central item master for them. That they have different kinds of environments, like I said, universities, healthcare environments, government facilities, and we were able to make that item harmony into one. So that one Coke or that one Pepsi across North America is the same item, but priced differently, called different items as they go to the different regions.
I think that's sort of intuitive in there, that the naming of item harmony, many people have a hard time getting them all to work together between the back office, the point of sale, even, the menus, display boards, how you get those pricing locked together, how you get the items together. But then if you have different types of operations across the board in different segments, it is still one item that's there. And even though they may be sold or packaged differently, or the brand may be different, at the back end, in order to be able to operate efficiently, they have to be brought together in harmony.
Yeah, exactly. And down in Texas, it's called a Texas burger, and up in Jersey, it's called the Jersey burger. But the corporation looks at it as just the burger. So
we're not going to have a conversation about like cheesesteaks or something, right? In Philadelphia, the cheesesteak comes with, it just has the cheese whiz on it. Maybe it has the onions. But in Maryland, the steak and cheese has the lettuce and tomato and mayonnaise, and that doesn't work exactly. So I don't know about the Jersey burger and the Texas burger, if they really are in harmony or not, except for the burger. I don't know. One sounds like it might be a little bit more spicy to me.
Well, I know one thing that is harmonious is White Castle, and we do all the White Castle point of sale technology and some of their kiosk technology at every single White Castle, and that's a good story because we do a lot of their back of the house systems too. But
does that mean you're linking with the robotics that they use?
We're working on that. So that's an exciting opportunity in all restaurant sectors with the robotics and some of the, automation that's coming up. So,
it's been a pleasure to introduce officially Infor to our membership on the Meet Our Member series, and welcome to the IFBTA.